Hi, we're back, and I've got a really wonderful guest to introduce you to next, and her name is Lori Levine, and she is an artist. Hi, Lori.
Hi, it's
So
nice being here.
Yes, it's nice to have you here.
Thank
This
you.
is your first time here, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's my very first time doing an interview like this. I appreciate you asking me on your show.
Oh, we're very happy to. What I want to talk about is, I know that you have a very unique type of art that you do, and I need to know a little bit about what kind of paints you use and where do your ideas come from?
Well, my ideas basically just come from my mind.
Oh.
So I paint in acrylic paints. And when I started painting, I was doing still lifes and landscapes and just kind of fooling around with that. And then one day I got this exercise where we had to paint a particular theme, and I started doing these tree paintings. So I know I put or sent in a few of those, so hopefully we'll be able to see some of those.
Oh, we
And
will.
I like that one right there. So I started playing with color, and then these tree paintings appeared, and what I started imagining was little mystical creatures living in them.
Wow.
So I didn't want anything real. I mean, they're kind of realistic, and they're trees, right?
Right.
But it was more about the color and the mysticism in them, and dealing more with these metaphysical themes. Like that one has the little cocopelli, which is, about fertility.
Yes.
Really about what they were the ones who brought in the harvest, right? So about fertility, but I look at that as kind of fertility of ideas, right? There was another one he had up before that had a little hummingbird in it. And so I think about that as like connection to spirit, because the
Right.
hummingbirds have that connection to spirit and to source and stuff. And then he has this one up is one of my fish paintings.
Wow.
So again, I love playing with color. That's a big part of my
I just can't
art.
get over the color. It's so brilliant. And,
Thank you.
Ah.
This is actually one of my favorite ones, but with these, I just had this idea of painting fish, and I started with this kind of big orange fish with nothing there, and I let it sit for about a year, and then I went back and I started adding to it, and what started to appear were these dream catchers. And so for me, the fish paintings are really about sort of that mystery of what's under the sea, and then the mystery of what's in our souls. And then with the dream catchers, it's that idea of capturing our dreams. So I know
and tell me about this one, too.
that one was really one of the first fish paintings that I did, and it actually started as one big orange fish, and then I went in and I just said, okay, I've got to just be free and just try different things, and so I just really went in with a bunch of different color, and I just started seeing things in the paintings, like on the left side, there are these little trees that just kind of emerged, and I like that idea of blending nature in with the fish, land nature in with the fish.
Perfect.
So these themes have just sort of popped in, and then they just sort of start melding into one another.
It's just so creative. I love it when it just comes out. Like my husband, his art just comes right out of his soul onto the canvas, I'm not quite that lucky.
Well, I tried doing the still lifes. I tried painting still lifes and landscapes, and I could do it okay, but it didn't capture my heart.
Right.
But when I really started painting like this, I feel really more connected, What also happened with these paintings is I realize now when I look backwards is that my spiritual life started to change at the same time. So
Fabulous.
yeah. So do you want to? So I started taking Reiki classes. So I started doing a lot of alternative type stuff, and I became an apprenticeship for a shamanic training, for a Peruvian shamanic training program. and learning about the Akashic records. So all of this kind of alternative spiritual stuff really influenced my art, but I didn't realize it.
No, sometimes we don't. It just all of a sudden is there.
Yeah.
Say, where did that talent come from? You know.
Yeah. Well, a lot of it is practice. You know, I think
yeah.
a lot of people want to paint, and what they realize is that you have to practice. You have to spend time painting if you want to, grow and make it better and try new things. So I'm always trying new things too.
That's wonderful. What I want to ask you is, when did you start feeling that you were going to be an artist?
Ooh. That's a hard question to answer. I didn't paint when I was younger. I loved doing art, but it wasn't something I was directed towards, and I had fear, I think, around it. It was really a few years ago, I think, when my paintings started to change and people started to buy my paintings, that I realized, hey, this is something I can do, and I really like doing it.
I think that's so important. I mean, it's so important.
Yeah, so it was really around then when I wanted to be an artist. And, I'm a little older. I started painting when I was older. So I actually did a Google search for artists who started painting when they were, older. Because I thought, well, you're supposed to start when you're 20, right?
Right.
And so I got rid of that. I thought, well, it doesn't really matter.
Well, I tell you, these are so creative, and
Thank
the
you.
color is so beautiful. And I'm sure that people will want to buy too. So I want you to tell me where people can buy your stuff.
Well, they can buy it through me. So I have a website and a Facebook page, and there isn't a shop set up on it, but people can contact me. I also have paintings at Art Hub right now, which is on Van Ness, right, in Weldon. I don't have the address. And I have some greeting cards. I have greeting cards and prints and some original work there. And then I also have greeting cards and some prints at Gaia House of Healing, which is on Shaw, across from the Save Mart Center.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, they're more of a metaphysical shop, so my paintings fit well in there.
That's great.
Right, and then people can contact me. I'm happy to have people come to my house and show them my works. And
good.
Yeah.
Well, do you have your give us your Facebook?
My Facebook. Well, my website is Lori M as in Michelle Levine.com, and my website or my Facebook page is the Facebook.com/Lori M Levine Artist.
Fantastic.
Right.
Oh, I'm so glad you came in.
Right.
And we're trying here to promote people. It's not
thank you.
just one interview.
Yeah.
So when you have something showing someplace, come on back.
I will.
I can come back as many times as you want.
I will. Thank you very much.
Okay,
This has
honey.
been a lot of fun, and
Good.
I didn't even get to talk about my classes, but we'll have to save that for next
We
time.
can do that now.
Well, I do classes, and I'm going to be planning my schedule for 2018, and my classes really have to do with connecting into that inner artist. They're not so much technique classes, but they're really about cultivating your creativity. Not painting, it's not a class where everyone gets a picture and you copy it, which those are great classes, but this is really about tapping inward and finding what's inside of you so that people can come up with their own kind of imaginative type paintings.
Good.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. I should come to that.
You would love it. Yes, I would love to have you there. But I'll be promoting those soon as I start getting them planned. Right now, I have people can do a private class with me and another person, or bring a friend with them. I call those soul expressions. And I have that listed on my Facebook page. And actually, today I'm going to go and add it to my website. So
That's fantastic. But they can also get in touch with you through the Art Hub. So.
Yes, they can get in touch with me through Art Hub too. So
Oh, great.
yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you
This
for
has
coming
been so
in.
much fun.
We'll be right back.